HCC broke ground on their Alief center, so they'll be building that up. And when they did that, they mentioned bringing trades to the community center. So how do you guys feel about the trades being brought into HCC? And will you be amenable to working with HCC on that, or not? It's a softball question. I'm working on it.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I would definitely look into working with them on something like that. I think we need that in our district. I think it'll help our kids a lot. Now, what we need to find out is exactly what type of trades they want to bring into the district. So we need to kind of get that worked out as well, because I think that's a big thing in the district as well.
And to me, a little bit, it's a little too late. It's too little too late from them, because, you know, they had a lot of time to be bringing these in, and we, being supported by AFL-CIO, have a lot more connections, and we know that they have internship programs that they can offer. So I would be interested in pursuing that avenue, you know, as well. I mean, not to say that what HCC is going to offer is not good. It would be good, but it would be in tandem with those unions, those trade union internships that are, you know, obviously very worthwhile because they're in that field.
What do you think
Hold on. Veronica.
I'm sorry, Ms. Thibideaux.
Thank you, Mr. Brady. It's good to see such enthusiasm around this event. Since we're now a global community in terms of communication, I think the types of career technology education that is now available to our students has drastically changed since I was in school, and I'm sure my fellow running mates have been in school. So I do agree with Mr. Bennett in saying that we do need to do a survey among our students to see what types of interests they would have with career technology. And then I think we need to go further in partnering with AFL-CIO, because although we have some new career technology fields, the same ones that, you know, plumber, electrician, those still hold true to the community, and those types of fields are still necessary for communities. So I think we will still have those as part of our basic core offerings. But again, you know, computer programming and technology is a relatively new field, and I think a lot of our students are very much interested in technology. So, you know, once we survey our students to see what they would be interested in, and then look at the curriculum around that subject, would help us to develop our curriculum so that we're making them ready for HCC. Because I think after our students leave us, they should engage at least a year of community college in order to secure their certification or, you know, further their technology education.
How about for the non-traditional trades, like arts, culinary institutes, items? Where do you see that coming into play within Alief?
I do see that being very possible in Alief, although I don't know that our district would be able to house a culinary program. That would be something we would have to, you know, look at what would be the cost around some of these career technical fields that we would have to house the program in our school district, as to partnering with maybe some community entities like Holiday Inn or the Marriott, you know, where our students are actually getting classroom and theory with us, and then maybe connecting with a community partner to get the practical experience. Then there's the connection to HCC. You know, how much of the curriculum are they willing to provide? because, you know, we are paying taxes to them now that we've been annexed. So part of it is what type of collaboration can we have with HCC and community business partners to make sure that our students can be successful in the career technology field that they choose.
And we also have a lot of other schools as well. Like we have cosmetology schools, we have real estate schools, we have the Art Institute of Houston. I mean, there's a lot of other community entities, educational entities that we could partner with, and that we might be able to share the burden of that cost. So like Ms. Thibideaux said, I mean, we're not gonna be able to do all of the facilities, but maybe we could have a program where the kids go by bus for some of the classes over there, which would be an awesome experience for them, because then they're not just in their little community, but they're actually branching out into the greater Houston area, getting to meet other people, getting to see the facilities at these wonderful institutes, and, you know, kind of sparks them. I remember when we took the students to the University of Houston campus, down in the main campus. I remember so many of them came back on that bus wanting to go to the university because they'd been there, they felt that university feeling, they'd seen the campus, and that inspires them, you know, not just talking about it, but actually getting to be there. It would be powerful for them.
Well, I'm all for building as many relationships we can with the district, with people in our district, businesses and companies, but also I think there has to be a limit of what we do, because we don't want to turn our district into, you know, we don't want to turn it into where everybody's trying to be getting some type of certification in every field it is coming out of high school. We do want to continue our education. We still want the kids to be educated. We want them to concentrate on getting their high school diplomas. And also, we can facilitate some opportunities, some career fields we can delve into, and we can do that by surveying the district, talking to the kids, talking to the parents. What would you like to see? What programs do you think would be beneficial to our district and our kids? And that's I think we should approach it in that manner.
Would you be willing to investigate or research adding a component to the curriculum where students would be engaged in community service? So that we'd have a good connect between school and community service, you know, at least to look into that.
I think community service is a great tool that we should use in our district. I think it helps kids to give back and know how to give back. Teach them how to be compassionate with others and enjoy giving back, enjoy being a part of their community. Because if you're doing community service, that means you are a part of the community. You see things that other people don't see, because people that don't do community service, they don't know what's going on in their district. You know, if you don't cut your own grass, how do you know what's going on in your yard? You know what I mean? I don't cut my grass, but I don't know what's going on in my yard. The guy got to tell me what's going on. So if we don't get involved in our community, we won't know what's going on in our community. We're lost in that manner. So I think we should have a grave community service program.
I think community service also promotes engaging democracy. So this would be, that would be a good opportunity for our students to see how the laws and policies that are made on the municipal and state level affect their everyday lives, and why it is so important that they embrace being involved and voting.
Definitely. I mean, like I talk to people all the time, like running for school board. A lot of people don't know exactly what the school board does. You run for president, everybody run into polls and voting. I vote too when I'm for president, but the election that means the most to us are the local elections,
Right.
the school board, everything that's local. Those are things that affect our everyday lives. So that's why we need to get more involved, get kids involved, let them understand what process, why the taxes go up. They don't know. One day you go to the store and you pay your homeowner's taxes 1 year, it's $1,500, next year $1,600. They don't know why. You got to know why these things are happening, have a voice in that. So I think people need to be more aware of what's going on in the local community. So a community service program can enhance that.
And definitely, I think the biggest benefit, like Ms. Thibideaux was saying, is the citizenship aspect, because you know, I mean, a great man once said, you know, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And we've kind of lost some of that. I mean, we've lost that. You know, we're expecting our country to do everything for us. And we need to teach our kids that the country is not this entity out there in space that does things for you, but it's an entity that you, that is you. You know, it begins with you. Everybody says, well, somebody ought to do something about this, but that somebody is actually you. So it starts with you.
Stephanie has a question.
Is there a possibility for the district to be able to supply the students with scholarships at the point of graduation, even if it's a limited amount?
The district already have different scholarships they give. We have, like, I myself give a scholarship every year to students. My family does, most of my wife. We give scholarships every year as well to students. But the district does have a lot of programs for scholarships. And you know, a scholarship is earned. We know that. We're just not going to give them. It's something that's earned, and I think you have to work hard at it. And yes.
And there's a lot of programs out there that very few people know. I know that at a board meeting recently, a parent got up and was talking about that she had discovered a particular grant, and she had been trying to bring it to the attention to her of the counselors at the high school, and they were so bogged down with other things that they weren't, you know, giving her any time to be able to share this. And the deadlines were passing, and so other kids couldn't take advantage. So, you know, I think there's a lot of resources out there, and if we freed up our counselors to actually counsel, then they could do that job of helping kids, connecting kids to the right scholarship, to the right assistance.
Well, I'd just like to say, you know, I think in order to offer our students more opportunities to secure scholarships, we have to have a collaboration with higher ed as well. I know for a fact that, you know, there are some universities that our students think they cannot apply to and actually attend and be successful, that we need to, as a district and as a board, we need to reach out to these universities and say, hey, we need to know about all of your minority scholarships. We need to know, you know, what does it take for a student to secure that scholarship? And then we need to offer multiple college nights for our kids, where we're inviting a lot of these different colleges to actually come out and scout our kids, just like they would scout them for sports and anything else. You know, I know I often talk to my brother, who is the chair of the physics department at Morehouse, and I tell him, I said, you know, would you be interested in coming to our district and looking at some of our kids and bringing our kids into your summer program, from which those kids secure scholarships to Morehouse? And he's like, yeah, give me an invitation, I'll be glad to come. But, you know, how often are we extending invitations? You know, where's the collaboration? And I think that as candidates, we would definitely write policy to that, to make sure that, you know, that area is covered, and also to make sure that the counselors are facilitating that for our students who are with single parents. And, you know, their parents may not all the time be able to be as involved in them, you know, getting those connections established. So, you know, it's important that they have the support of the counselor to do that.